Now I'd like to share this, and this is on the real side. And it's not like I believe that I'm all that and a bag of chips. And no, just for today, I'm not smoking dope with these liver lips. And ladies, I'm going to say ladies because most males ain't raising no kids. There's a few, and they're not having that issue. But ladies, parents, women, Caucasian, African American, I don't even get that shit. Biracial, triracial, Latin, Slavic, whatever. You have children and you love your children. Your children come through you, not from you, through you. We get it. The closest love I've ever known or experienced on this planet is a mother's love. I've never met a man who loved like a mother. I didn't have that from my dad, so anyway, a mother's love. You guys got to not understand, because understand is to stand under. You guys must recognize they gave you dolls as children because psychologically they prepared you for that which you would be, a caretaker of your offspring. But there's a time, ladies, I know you love them, little small, tiny little things coming out of you. First it's like, oh wow, and my God, what is this? And when it's there and the blood and all that other gook is wiped off, it's wonderful. This experience takes you a bit too far for what you're going to be experiencing. And I'll break it down to you. You'll never forget this moment, this wonderful child. And I've never had a baby, so I'm just reliving it from my imagination ever since I've got it back after they stole it from me or eliminated it in elementary school. I've got it back, and you'll see this little wonderful thing, and it chills through your body, and you feel like every cell inside of you wants to give this. But there comes a time for all that to stop. It comes a time for all that to stop. Fix that. Loving your child is not handicapping it by doing everything for it when it reaches a certain age. Because at some point, when your kid starts to disrespect, stand up to you, I don't care what led to it, that's a problem that you must address. You know how many people we have, mostly females, women, mothers, like I said, getting beat up by their own children. Now, in some cases, you know, you have some psychotic parents who create stuff and need this attention. And they want to do this with their daughter or son and pull them out just to get this negative attention. But I don't care. When you're here and you're in a position where you're not sure what to do because you love them so much that you don't want to kill them, but they're doing so much to you that you keep trying to fight not killing them, no, you have to recognize this is not your child anymore. This is, you're still the mother of the individual, but they're not your child. They have become society's child. When your child is willing to get up and raise their hand to you and whip your behind, this is not your child anymore. No, this is not your child. Your best bet, with all due respect, like I said, some of you mothers are psychotic. You start stuff and you create stuff because you want this negative energy, and that's what your balance is about. But for those of you who aren't like that and really want to get out of a situation where your child is beating your behind, listen. First things first. If you know that's what they're about, you should never bring them closer to you so they could be in a position to do it to you, especially if they've done it before. Now, for you first-timers, you got to be crazy. Your son or daughter putting their hands on you and you ain't making that phone call, your phone ain't on speed dial by now, call them cops. Listen, they love discipline. Trust me, they will call the cops. Forget about what they go through. Sometimes they got to go through what they go through in order to get through what they have to get through. For you, individuals who do raise your hand or put your hand on your mother, Uh, some people say they pray for you. I ain't got no time to pray for you. What I hope is that you do find the love of your Creator to make you behave and change your attitude to something greater. Because the sad part is when someone helps you, when you were down on the floor and you get raised to a height where you can't be as humble as you were anymore, as you were before you got in the door. Listen, please, take a step back. Parents, you need to make a move. Bottom line, those are not your kids no more. That's not little Janie and Shaniqua. These is grown-ass individuals who watch TV, who've been conditioned by society, and who will whip your behind in a minute unless you do what you're supposed to do. Lock that ass up. That's right. It's got to be done. Hey, tell them sorry later. They'll thank you for it. Lock that. That's right. We can't have that, mothers. We can't have that, young ladies. We can't have that, young men. And parents, you got to remember, the fault is your fault. Stop trying to buy your kids love. Start giving them something up here. Stop talking about you want to give your kids everything you never had. Give them that education you never had. That's something to start with. And I don't want to be mean, but I mean what I say. Parents, you're not supposed to be taking these ass whippings. No. No, no.